welcome to our Dishonored game. Yay. We're back. Hope you've been enjoying the journey with us so far. I know it's had its ups and downs and craziness and weirdness. It's our relaxed game of the week. We just lit it off, off the rails. It's fun. We're just here to entertain ourselves and whoever's watching. If you have fun, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Fun needs fun things to be fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Katrina, who is our editor, what were you doing last time?
So we made a bunch of friends. Let's see, did I write them all down? I did. We hired a let's see. The pickpocket that Honest Frank introduced us to. As well as a friend of his who has the incredible name Sean Power. Yeah. A poisoner slash medicine woman. A group of forgery specialists and a driver. Who has his own horses, and I apparently wrote down that he is built like a shit brick house, which I had forgotten. Also, his name is Roman, which is a great name.
Isn't that backwards?
Yeah, I think it should be brick shit house. You said shit brick house.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah. And one of those is a little bit more secure. I mean, granted, I wouldn't want to try to touch the one, but
Yeah. So that's what we did. And that's kind of just what we were doing. We're just trying to gather up people. We did a heist where we gathered enough weapons for 15 people. So there's that.
all right.
Yeah.
So we're cut a couple days in the future from last time. Just don't think you were pressed for anything. So you're all at the hideout. Which did you ever name the hideout?
No.
Nope.
Why would we do something smart like that?
Did you ever name your gang?
Nope.
Not
right.
officially. I still was something Nevermore, just because that's what we.
Yeah.
The
Episode
Nevermores.
title.
better than the Rooks.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
still
mean,
mad.
could be the Richards.
No.
Dirty Toes.
Absolutely not.
The Dirty Sanchez's.
No. Get out, Kevin.
That reminds me of a video series I watched.
So the No Name Gang, potentially the Nevermores or something related to that.
Mhm.
It's on a piece of paper as you have a list of things.
Yeah.
You're at the way station hideout. It's 4 of you or 3 of you. Little Rich is out. You're not sure where he's gone. He went somewhere. Yeah, the boss. Head of the
Mistrust.
the head of the gang.
No, he's not.
The boss.
He's barely part of the gang.
Yeah, that's true.
So 3 of you sitting there, what you planning? What you doing? What you breathing?
All right, so the crew that we have currently, I don't think is quite enough to really take on Lord Chrom.
Okay. So
Also, it might help if we had like a plan for how to take him on. I don't remember. Did we ever learn more about him? Like, is he living in town now? Is he like
I think what you knew is this place is relatively fortified with lots of guards, and the reason you're creating the gang is currently he basically if you just go up in there and he's got his group of people, you might not have enough power between the three of you to successfully do anything really, unless it's like super subtle. And we know how those people, how your gang is.
oh okay,
I
here
don't know
it
what
is.
you're talking about.
I have notes written down. So he has a fortified house out in the country. Oh, cool. 8 years ago, someone tried to assassinate him, and apparently some of their heads are still adorning his garden.
Hell yeah.
Don't
Nice.
fucking. We're not supposed to be cheering him on.
I'm not sharing them on. I just think that's cool decorating.
Hmm.
His head gardener thought so.
Stop.
I'm dying.
wow.
Okay, so
That
so
makes
how
it so much smarter to really go after this guy and
I
not just
agree.
avoid him.
I mean he did kind of threaten us. He's gonna come after us if we don't go after him, right?
Yeah, he did say he knows you're in town and he's gonna come after you for escaping. He wanted you in prison and quiet and nowhere near him.
Yeah.
And now you're free in the city.
Yeah.
So he's out in the country.
Yep.
How far out?
Not far enough.
Say about 2 miles or so outside the city in a nice little area.
Bungalow.
Yeah, bungalow.
What?
Little fortified place. Lots of topiaries. Some of them look like whales. Some are like dancing people.
We did also determine that about 10% of the people in Coldridge Prison are people he had sent there specifically. I don't know if that's information we can use.
Probably.
Do a prison heist or whatever, steal some people, just like, and as soon as Lord Chrom is dead or whatever, then you're free to go do whatever the fuck you want.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, why the fuck else would I bring it up? But also, like, we need allies, and who's gonna hate him more than the same people that went through the same shit we did with him?
This is true.
Especially because there's a good chance that a lot of them aren't actually guilty of anything, or at least, some of them. One
Vask.
third.
If
Yeah.
they are guilty, at least they know what they're doing. It's the
Yeah.
getting caught part that they're bad at.
Dice.
Yes.
Everybody.
I am sorry. I am giggling. So I don't know if you guys have seen anything in the food chat, but I just posted a monstrosity of a food video, and I am loving watching other people suffer, seeing my pain.
So, your plan is to break into a very secure prison to release peer prisoners to help you break into another secure facility.
Now, see, when you say it like that, it makes me question it.
Oh, what? A bad idea.
I'm just trying to point that out. You
We
know,
have never had a single bad idea in our lives ever.
it's true.
Literally, all our ideas are bad.
Nope, not true.
Yeah, all the ideas that Dick Nino had were pretty good.
Also
Okay.
not true.
To be fair, a couple of his have been pretty decent.
Yes, but not everyone.
That's also true. Some of them have been spectacularly terrible.
Name 4.
Keeping the horse.
Naming himself Dick Nino.
Yeah.
Nicknaming himself the boss.
Hey, no one else is claiming the title.
Constantly arguing with James.
He thinks it's a playful game.
Well,
So, got any other plans or talk to people? I mean, if you have
I
trouble,
want to cause a prison riot.
like an Avatar, riot.
How do we cause a riot? You literally just do it.
I mean, technically, it'd be really easy for you all to get in there. Oh shit! I dropped a bag. Because you are technically still.
Well, the issue is
Prisoner.
getting out.
Yes, that's always the issue with prison.
We need
it's
a
always
plan
easy to get in.
we need a plan to get in and out, more importantly.
All right, what we need to do as a group is watch Prison Break, all of the seasons in one go.
I actually watched a couple of seasons.
I watched it a couple seasons.
Yeah.
I watched it far enough where they got out and then got to a different prison.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay, well, I get it. It's pointless. Okay.
That sucks.
What's outside the prison? Another prison. Ugh.
Yeah, that series had a really bad premise because, like, after you're released from prison, what more prison breaking is there?
What if the prison that we needed to break out of was in our heads all along?
Plato's cave.
Yeah.
What if the prison we need to break out of was the friends we made along the
Yeah.
way?
But
I
yeah,
mean,
so
some of us are bad influences for the others.
It's me. I'm a bad influence.
mhm.
Grenade.
It's literally both of us. We're the bad influence for Vask.
This is true.
Just like,
yeah.
why am I here? Why am I involved in this shit? Why did I?
Vask has done nothing wrong in his life ever.
I killed the
True.
guy.
Oh, okay.
That was, remember, I think we were there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that saving our asses.
Yeah, he did.
I'm
Like,
kind of more of a neutral party that I would like as good as the city will like allow, I guess.
this is a pretty shit city.
So you have a few ideas.
Do we?
I mean,
I-
we have an idea. The idea is break into the prison. We do not have a plan. Okay, so how do we get out?
Explosives.
Maybe we should scope out the prison.
That might be a
Let's
good
start
idea.
there. Because I'm like, all this planning means nothing if we don't actually know what it looks like.
This is true.
So we're gonna go scope out the prison, Kevin.
Well, it's made of stone.
Does
I
it have a wall
believe it-
around it?
Yeah, and I believe also water.
Oh,
if I'm not
great.
mistaken.
Like a moat or like an island.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's island. Yeah, it's
I don't know
it's
if we're
like
smart
a
enough for this.
We
yeah,
do
it's
have a
almost kind
boat.
of like an Alcatraz.
We do have the boat. That's right.
When did we get a boat?
I don't remember, but we have a boat.
I remember we robbed a boat. Wait, is that when we got the boat? 'Cause we-
No, no. Okay, so do you remember a while ago we were like trying to make money and we did like a super quick art heist on a boat.
Yes, that was the boat we robbed.
We-
We had a boat
We
to
had
get
a
to that
second.
boat.
Yes, it was called
Okay.
the Great Dinghy, and they let us keep it.
Oh, that was a great dinghy, though. It's the best one I've ever seen, anyway.
So we have a boat. I have it listed in my belongings.
You carry that around with you?
I mean, it's just listed under belongings. It doesn't mean that it's in my on my
Yeah.
person.
So Code Ridge Prison is effectively surrounded by water on every side, and there's one bridge going in and out that rises and lowers. It's pretty secure. The fact that the few people who've escaped have all done so with the help of the outsider, essentially. And they all
So-
went through the sewers. So you can attempt it.
Oh, Reese.
Yeah, no, yeah, let's fucking do this. This is not a bad idea.
This is a terrible
agree.
idea. Okay, all right. So like this island, this water, is it like river water? Is it like sewage? Like
It is the water of
what are our
called-
chances of
um,
swimming through it?
It's the main river that runs through Dunwall.
Oh, okay. So probably filled with like piss and shit, but
And rats
not
And fish that
as
eat
bad
people.
as sewage.
and
What
drowners.
was the last part?
I'm sorry, what? Okay,
eating
maybe
fish?
not swimming
Man-eating
through
fish.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I said something about fish people, and I was like, is there fish people in Dishonored?
Are they hot?
No, it's Dishonored. Yeah,
Let's play
it's
this game at some point.
yeah, you gotta play it. Just download it now. Just right now, play it while we play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is downloaded. I could play it right now if I really wanted to.
Yeah, the first mission
I
is you
died
trying to break out
immediately
of
to
the
rats
prison.
multiple times.
Oh, maybe that's a good. Maybe that'll give me inspiration.
Yeah, one of the first missions.
I died to rats like 4 times.
Yeah.
15 minutes in.
I mean, there are other things that you could go talk to some members of your gang that you have been building up and ask for advice to. You don't have to just rely on yourselves.
Right. We should ask
Let's
Dick
do that.
Nino what to do.
God damn it.
Our fearless leader, Mr. Man.
No.
So funny that you guys hate that so much. It's the only reason I like him more. All right. Well, all right. So
All right. But yeah, no, I guess we could have like a group meeting and be like, hey, we're trying to gather up more people.
So
We know
who do
that-
you invite to your gang meeting? Who gonna be your capos? Is that the term for the lieutenants or captains? I think. And a mafia?
Carol and Sean Power at least. I guess we could invite. Huh?
So those two.
Hang on, I'm looking. I don't have our gang listed separately. Give me a second.
This is why Dick Nino is the boss.
All right. Fight me. I am apparently the designated
You're the leader of the group.
record keeper.
oh, like Raphael.
Yeah. Raphael. See the id, the ego, and the super ego, and so you're in charge. You're the Kirk. Vask is the bones, and no, Vask is Spock, and James is bones.
Wow.
Bones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so here's our list of people in the gang. We've Peeping Thomas, The 2 dock workers that were fired by Chrom.
Unbelievable.
Lou, the artist that can draw anything from memory. Carol, the pickpocket. Sean Power, the infiltration spy expert. Yolanda Burnwell, the witch of the alleys. I know it's a great name. Roman, the driver, and Faith Hart, the leader of the crew of forgery specialists.
They have a crew name.
I think they gave one last time.
Thought they did, yeah. Was it like something Amazons?
I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
We'll re-ask.
Yeah. But it's not important right now. So who do you invite to your meeting? In your lovely abode.
What do you guys think? We should invite Peeping Tom.
Oh yeah.
He's ridiculous, but honestly quite useful.
Yeah.
We could ask Lou to draw the prison. If we're serious about that.
I thought the whole meeting was to figure out if that was a good idea, if they had any other.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
Mhm. So you're inviting everybody?
You might as well.
Yeah, fuck
Alright.
it.
So we say a couple days later, everybody meets because, you know, last minute scheduling, you know, you got to wait and get everyone to free up. Do you meet at the headquarters or another place?
Yeah, if we've got this many people, we probably want to meet in secret.
So
This
the
isn't
headquarters?
exactly the place you want to have a meeting you want to have at a bar.
So the hideout. It's a bit cramped in there. Everybody's there. The one old lady, she's just, you know, your witch is just like, my bones. I hope this is important. I had to walk all the way here. Ugh. Left my special vial at home.
Special vial of what?
A special medicine that makes the pain go away and you feel a lot better.
Alcohol,
No, it's stronger.
moonshine.
Stronger in some ways, but doesn't make you go blind. It's called a drug.
Wow, I've never done a drug.
Oh God.
What is it like?
It's like heaven in a bottle. I'll give you some later.
Ooh.
And
So
this
that's
is where
it.
we ruin Vask.
Yeah.
All right, they're all here.
And Sean Power just is like, so we're all here, like sardines and a fish market. What do you need?
Swore he was gonna say it like a McFish.
Ooh, big fish. Actually, don't really get big fish, but yeah. So
As most of you know, we are gathering this whole crew up to eventually go after Lord Chrom, and
what?
we are brainstorming the best way to make the next step towards that. We could use some extra hands, and we've learned that a good portion of a good portion of the percentage of people in Coldridge Prison are people he put there. So that's a thing that we had considered, but Coldridge Prison is kind of a pain in the ass to get into, and
That's pretty easy to get into. My cousin's gone in and out multiple times.
getting out is the hard part. And we've made a significant effort into staying out.
Mhm. It is a prison.
So, anybody else got any other ideas of what we can do to screw over Lord Chrom? or gather up allies against him.
Well, and then I start talking to each other. Even Thomas like, I got one suggestion. All right, so talking about everyone knowing everyone's specialities because we talked to each other as we were waiting and getting the hors d'oeuvres. So like Powers there, and then Lou, I think it is. They could like one could infiltrate up there, and the other one could like start drawing Lord Chrom's place, so we actually have a good idea of everything, right? Have a good little mapping, and he's a spy infiltrator, so he could maybe get a job up there, at least like get a little lay what's going on, maybe that could help out a little, a little reconniting. I could if there's a nice place to perch, I could start watching it. They probably do have some hot girls there, and I need a new place. The last one kind of burnt down.
Oh, that was comical.
Yeah, so many burning braziers. There's like braziers just everywhere. Yeah, so that the driver's just like hadn't I if we just need muscle, we could just hire some thugs on the street, just give them some money, then have them go up and beat people up.
That's great. No, I feel like we're gonna need a little bit more skill than just muscle to get through this guy. He's kind of a lot.
Well, you could send in the dumb muscle, unlike myself, in there, and they could be a distraction while all the guards, and then you send the more skilled people in from a different angle. Classic distraction. I mean, what's the worst going to happen if a distraction like that? Burn the place down?
There's an idea. Worked last time.
It did kind of work last time. I mean, we were also running for our lives from a burning building again.
And all we would have to do is just make sure he
But-
stays inside.
The boss is like, yo, I got an idea.
Yes.
What did I say about that accent?
I got an idea.
Yes, go ahead.
So now again, we were talking to these nice little ladies here who go to forgeries and stuff. And my friend here, he can draw pictures and stuff. He has seen in the past the invites and stuff, right? So why don't we fake an invite to Lord Chrom from another lord, like Lord Rose or something, that they want to, invited to a meeting or whatever. And while he's leaving his place, he'll be less guarded, if at all. And on the route in the 2 miles between his place and where we have the meeting, we all get ambushed and attack with what we have. He'll be less heavily guarded, more free. And then like James here can just run up and like stab him multiple times or shoot him or whatever.
Both.
That's a pretty good plan.
That's actually a great plan. No, I like that a lot. It gets him out of that fortress of a house.
And then
That's why he's the boss.
Shut up.
and it will actually help out with a lot of what skill sets we have without having to hire too many extra people, because they can help forge. He can still like do some spying and stuff to figure out like maybe infiltrate a different lord or something, because we keep picking on Lord Rose, but there's other corrupt people in the city we might want to fuck with too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Lord Rose is just so easy to fuck with.
It
Yep.
is.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a house or anything, so it might also be more common that
Yeah,
kind of
it might be harder to do that now and get away with that now, considering.
We burned it down.
Yeah.
There's I think there's a up and coming lord named uh, Todd, last name, first name Charlie, who's up in.
Charlie Todd.
I didn't name him. I wrote on the random chart here.
A
Lord-
lord named
Lord
Charlie Todd.
Lord Todd.
I said he's up and coming, merchant stuff. And he's the one who owns my family's place and charges us outrageous rent. So
Oh.
we could send a message that's from him and stuff. That way, if Lord Chrom survives, he'd be pissed and take the wrath out on him.
And your shitty landlord takes the fall. I like this
That's
plan.
not a bad plan.
I've been planning it for the last 4 days, which is why I haven't been here.
Ah,
Good to know. Have you just been following your own shitty landlord around?
No, I've
Oh,
been talking
okay.
to people.
Oh, okay.
I've been asking hypothetical questions to people until they get annoyed with me and try to kill me and I run away.
Yeah, why am I not surprised?
Mhm.
That's basically how you got here.
One time I annoyed someone so bad they had an aneurysm and died.
I'm not surprised in
Oh.
the slightest.
We could do that.
just just send Dick Nino in to talk to him until he dies of frustration. Yeah, well,
But-
kid, he's either gonna kill you or he's gonna die, one or the other. There are only two options here.
It's telling that the driver's like, another idea.
Yes, Roman.
So his idea is okay, but something else we could do is there are empty villas and buildings that are a little bit good that we could rent, buy, or set up so where we are pretending to be new and upcoming lords too, or noble or aristocracy or whatever term those are. So instead of just attacking it, so that if the ambush misses, he might still arrive, or if he decide to change thing, he could arrive, and while he's at a event, we can just poison him while he eats his dinner and all of his guards. I don't know if we have the kind of collateral to do that, but idea
You do
also.
have a poisoner.
Yeah. But I don't know how much it is to rent a nice fancy place. We don't have Airbnbs right now.
Yeah, we also didn't get a lot of coin last time. We
Mhm.
mostly got weapons.
So those are two good ideas. It'd be cool though if we did the first idea and it starts a chase and we have to like chase across the thing and then we start doing cool stunts on horses.
That would be cool.
Like
Mhm.
kickflips? What are we talking about? Stunts on
Yeah, like-
horses.
Get on top of roofs and like ride across the roofs, or like slide, like do a little slide with the horse as you go around corners and keep going.
Okay, I understand. I understand now.
Mhm. Or there's also that cool one where you're riding beside and there's someone behind you and they get up on the horse and jump over to the other person.
Okay, so
Slide slightly off the horse so you're on the side and you're shooting around the horse like that, with the gun sideways.
Skill shot.
okay, so it is sounding like the plan is to the overall plan is to find a way to lure Lord Chrom away from his estate and ambush him along the way. We do so by forging an invite from another lord, possibly the shitty landlord. Let's see how we can use everybody's talents as best as possible. So obviously, Roman is helping with the ambush so that we can catch up to him.
I got several carriages and horses and other animals.
Faith and her crew are creating the invite.
Sounds pretty easy. Should be able to get that done once we get a idea of what they look. Nice template.
We had the idea of setting up some kind of fake way station that we could maybe trick him into if he somehow manages to survive the ambush, where the Witch of the Alleys can poison him. That I like in theory, but I feel like there's a lot of room for error. Like, we're not going to, I don't think we have the resources to rent a place to make it look enough like another lord's house. Unless we actually go to the shithead landlord's house, have somebody get a job in there. And that way, if Lord Chrom does survive the ambush, does show up to this lord's house, we have a poisoner in place.
Some
Then we won't have to worry about finding a place to rent and making it look like a noble's house, even though none of us are nobles,
that's true.
because it is one. And hey, if we kill Lord Chrom before we even get there, we can just take out this landlord for you.
2 birds, 1 stone.
That's right. 1 fish, 14 barrels.
Now, the only thing is how, say he does survive the ambush. Obviously, I'm going to assume we're hoping that he won't. But say he does, and he shows up at Lord Todd's house. Lord Todd obviously did not invite him. So what's to stop him from turning around and just being like, and bailing? I don't know who raised their hand.
And you see Powers. It's like, I got an idea. He's never seen Lord Todd.
He has. It's true. He is kind of a new guy.
So just someone could take his place.
You
Be-
could be Lord Todd.
It'd be like, I don't know, cutting wood with a hot knife. Easy.
I would have thought Smokey, but okay.
That's the new terms you kids are using for easy is smoky.
Sure.
Had a girlfriend, I call it Smokey.
God, I forgot. Both of you two are like ancient.
Yes.
That's your point.
Mhm.
I'm only 40 years young.
Sorry, I'm just having flashbacks to the last time I was in Baltimore by night. I was like, God, 30 is so old. I just broke character to tell her to go fuck herself.
But yeah, so it's like, so if we do that, I could pretend to be Lord Todd, or someone could, and no one would know the wiser. The rest, other people be the staff and things. Yeah. And then that one guy to get outfits too, borrow them,
It's true.
unless we steal them from someone.
All right. So just looking around, making sure we're not forgetting any talent that we could use. Do we have any use for the pickpocket Carol in this scenario?
No.
I mean, I
Other
guess.
than just being an extra hand to shoot and stab.
I mean, I could also be like with Lord Todd area too. I mean, makes sense.
You would be a good one for slipping the poison.
If we need to slip poison, I'm good at that. Yeah, help to make sure it's a poisoning.
What about the artist that can draw anything?
That would probably be where the template would come from. They would need to see it so he can paint it. So that way then the crew can forge it to be more official looking.
Yep, I just need to see a seal or a signature from someone and I can do it. So I can go with the boss here and see what we can do.
And what about Peeping Tomas?
He can just keep an eye out on like
Yeah, I can warn everybody at the house if you guys fail. I'm good at that.
Yeah, maybe put you on a. I do have a.
probably have him actually like
I have a
watch to see-
spyglass. I have a spyglass. If we put him on like Roman's fastest horse.
He just pulls out his vest and you see like a couple of spyglasses like, I got
Okay,
He
fine.
puts both of them up.
you. I call these by spyglass.
Oh, stop it.
One eye's not as good, so the other one's a little bit shorter than the rest. You could have.
I got that racism in the one eye, the one that causes you to see things.
What?
You mean astigmatism?
Yeah, that's it. Stigmas.
You're gonna have him watching like Lord Chrom to like kind of keep track of how many people are out there, and then when he actually leaves, like to do stuff, how many people he's gonna take with him, and how heavily armed they are, et cetera, et cetera.
How would I warn all of you though?
We come back.
Signal flares.
No. Just like before we set the plan in motion, just
So you're just a
surveillance.
scout. You just hide out nearby
So that
with
way
a
we have a-
spyglass.
So that way we have a better idea of when to
Get the layout of everything and then get on a horse and come back to us.
then we can have you
Should
like
we use Power here, who's an infiltrator, who's spy, who specializes in that more?
Yeah, but he's gonna be Lord Todd.
well we can have that can be after
Yeah, okay.
potentially. I'm saying just like from a distance when Lord Chrom actually leaves, like what we can see, like what he's surrounded by, what he's packing, et cetera, et cetera.
So you want me to do, but how will I communicate with you because there's a 2-mile gap between the places?
We'll reconvene. That is just like
That's why you get a very fast horse.
I'm throwing that out there. I'm
Yeah.
not the boss.
That's right.
Because now that I
I'm
think
the
about
boss.
it, shut up. Because now that I think about it, if Lord Chrom sees a lone horse rider riding away from his estate at top speed, he's going to shoot you in the back.
And about that life.
And
Ooh.
we don't know what that landscape around his estate is like. Like if it's a forest, you might be fine. But if it's like grasslands, there's no way he's not going to see you.
One of the fishermen's like, yeah, not really my forte, but in the invite we could just specify that a specific number of guests and guards are allowed in the place. Maybe that will help limit it.
That does help, yeah.
You could do that. Also, there are a couple of us, so for communication thing, instead of riding and stuff, we could like we need more people overall, but set up a line of people who just like single with like a mirror or a flaming arrow, not flaming arrow, but like a mirror or like a
A mirror is good.
yeah, so that we can it's like one by land, two by sea kind of thing. If you want a communication thing, because otherwise wherever the
So now
ambush
hear
is,
me
the other
out.
person has to travel it.
Peeping
Which might be
Tomas,
going
I
about the
know
same
that you
speed.
have a very specific skill set. However, you do also know a guy with explosives.
Yeah, I knew a guy and his brother.
Could that be useful?
Do you want to blow him up? Because explosives really do one thing.
I mean, as long as he's dead, I don't really care how it happens.
Pretty much.
That's going to be a lot bigger planning for an ambush.
Yeah. He would have to go the exact route.
What
Okay.
if that is like plan C, D, whatever.
E for explosives.
CDs.
We just
nuts.
rigged Todd's house with explosives.
I was actually thinking,
I thought we were gonna fucking
I mean, we could do that, but I was thinking more of like as Lord Chrom leaves, it's going to be slightly less cards, but you have somebody else just start doing that nonchalantly. So when he comes back, if all else fails, he comes back to his fort.
oh, like rig his estate with
Rig
explosives.
his estate. So if he returns for whatever reason,
Might
But he
just
does
be
have a
easier
lot
to
of
rig
guards.
Yeah.
listen, I'm throwing ideas out there.
No, yeah. Somebody gasped like they had like a revelation.
There are things. Nick Nino's like, I got a small idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is a very dangerous idea. Someone's life might be on the line and might die in the pursuit of it.
Fun.
Sure.
If we find out that Lord Chrom's house is protected by a wall of light, which a lot of the nobles and shit are, we could send somebody in to reprogram it.
Do we know anybody that knows how to reprogram a wall of light?
No, I don't. Everyone's like, "Mm." but here's an idea.
It is an idea. It is. Yeah, I would prefer to not fuck around with his estate at all if we could help it, because I feel like that's a
Okay.
fortress that's just a
The old
death
lady's
trap.
like, the poisoner's like, okay, you young people are coming with too many plans. It means you either don't have enough knowledge of something, you got too many ideas, or what? Let's narrow this down. Let's make one solid plan, young people. Now, I'm looking at the boss here, and he's the one who says that he knows what to do. But the other ones of you are talking a lot too. What we need is a solid plan. We're coming up with like contingency after contingency, but a lot of that fails and spreads our forces and makes it more dangerous overall. I think
she's got a point.
I think the initial things of ambush and then have the house set up in case the ambush goes wrong would be good. And I'm thinking if we do the ambush, we got to make sure it is closer to where we're setting up the fake Lord's place than his
Oh,
place,
yeah.
so he doesn't just turn around and go home. He needs to have an
Yes.
incentive to go forward. Now, this Mr. Graves here, what's your thoughts? You've been very silent with the muscles.
Oh God, that's right. She had the hots for him.
Is Alt even here?
I'm here.
Yeah. So, Mr. Graves, James Graves, what's your thoughts?
I like the explosive plan personally, but I also agree that that should be a backup. Honestly, I think the easiest thing to do would be just poison him. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done.
Could cut out the ambush, just invite him, set it up, poison him at dinner, plant some explosives under the table and stuff in case he doesn't die. We Rasputin his ass.
That's what I was thinking. If the poison doesn't work, we have the ambush for when he leaves, because he's going to go back home.
Actually, if the poison just weakens him,
Also, the
guy go up
ambush
face to face
is,
and be like, "You remember me?" And you just stab him in the chest.
and the ambush is good because there's
Like
a
my
good
ex.
chance. The ambush is still good because there's a good chance that his bodyguards won't eat with him. So we won't be able to poison them at the same time. So we'll have to kill them the old-fashioned way.
My only concern would be Chrom strikes me as the type that's like, oh, here, servant, test my food to see if it was poisoned.
Well, that's why we have the pickpocket,
It's true.
so that he doesn't actually poison the food until Chrom is about to eat it. I like this plan. So we start with poisoning, and if that doesn't work, then we ambush.
You know, it's like another thing with the poisons is people often think poisons are very fast acting things where you're just like, ugh, but they're also very slow poisons that could take a while to do that. So a food tester who tests it isn't going to die right away. They're just going to be like, yeah, it's fine. And then
If
everyone
we
eats.
fast poison.
Boom. Yeah. Well, fast poisons you can have good and slow, or fast and not as good. Because fast poisons often are easier to survive with metabolisms. Slow poisons, they are harder to survive. Just like Max.
This guy seems like the type who is hardy as shit. I feel like he's.
No, Lord
If
Hardy's another
anybody's-
guy.
If anybody could survive being poisoned, it's this dude.
I also have a paralytic poison if you want to paralyze him and then kill him your own selves. Like, just stand around and be like, one blow from each of us for shits and giggles. You know, kind of thing. But if you want to get a little bit more up and close and personal.
I don't mind that. Thoughts?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's doing that. The boss raises his hand. He's like, okay, now. So we have to find and get a hold and rent out a house and or kill my landlord and take his over. Correct?
Correct.
Sounds
Yeah.
fun. I know some old beat up houses we could take, so that would be a lot of fixie uppers. But I do know where my landlord lives.
I mean, if he lives nearby, let's go with that.
He does, and doesn't really have much in the way of guards or anything, because he's up and coming. He just really got the point where he can, getting to the point from like merchant middle class to the high class thing. He owns like 7 properties.
Nice. Okay.
We just have to kill him and his wife and kid. Or or I guess you could just knock him out or have him leave the house and just kill him. I mean, I guess you don't have to kill the other 2. We know what would Vask do?
What would Vask do?
Oh, prison's starting to sound nice.
Murder them. Okay.
I mean, you said it.
Sure. Or
Like I said, we could always just capture them and knock them out or something, so we don't actually have to kill. As everybody looks at James.
I make no promises.
I do have a few sleep darts left, though. I could really use a few more.
All right, so we got a plan though.
We do.
Step 1, get to Lord Todd's place and take care of him and take over the thing, which also make getting forging documents a lot easier too.
That is true, yeah. All right, so first, I'm gonna go buy some more ammo and then let's go infiltrate Lord Todd's house.
Alright. So, I say you can buy some extras unless you want to talk to one of my many wonderful NPCs I can develop.
I'm looking for at least 3 incendiary bolts and as many sleep darts as I can.
Wow. Going hard there. I mean,
I
You're like-
mean,
you're like, oh, well, yeah, I can get something sleepy to make, make it easier. Burn them.
I'm out of incendiary bolts.
I can say you can find a decent supply, especially with the poisoner who can help convert some things.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, and I guess let's go check out what Lord Todd's house looks like.
Alright. So 3 of you go to Lord Todd's. Told where it is. It's a decent higher end townhouse style. It's got a couple other houses near it that are probably other middle class or higher people. It's nice. It's got windows. Got a nice door. Small little garden on the outside, where the door is, which is very fancy. There doesn't appear to be any real guards. There are some officers or actual city guard walking around, but not too many. Only like 1 or 2 just patrolling the street to make sure everything's good. One gives you all the dirty eye though. It's like,
Do we have a plan for getting in the house? I'm
We
gonna
just wanna
take that
knock.
as a no. I mean, what is our reason for being here?
Murder or not concussions. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it. Do we just want to wing it?
Pretty much winged everything else.
Okay, that is not true. There's usually a lot of planning that goes into these things, and then we wing it. I don't know what that was, but I'm going to assume that that was an endorsement of the fuck it, let's wing it.
Wing it.
All right. Fuck it, we're winging it, Kevin. Who's knocking on the door?
Yeah, all right.
Vask is by far the nicest of us. Vask, you do it.
All right. Before I knock, we gotta say anything? All right, we just busting in, closing the door.
I think it's gonna be that one.
Okay.
all right. So you approach the door and you knock.
Yeah.
A few moments later, the door opens. You
Bend
see
the haircut.
what appears to be a middle-aged guy wearing like a butler outfit. It's like, hello, may I help you?
Just push my way.
What? Sir, I did not give you permission to enter. Oh, I have to ask you to leave.
God, look at this place. It's a mess.
What are you talking about? I keep it immaculate, unlike your boots.
I stomp my boots. Let
I'm
the dirt
gonna.
fall off of them.
I will have to call the guards, and or I might have to get physical with you if you do not leave.
Okay,
Hmm.
if he looks like he's gonna call cards, I might shoot him.
I mean, inside you can just
That's
doors
cool.
open. He's right there.
Stab.
Well, with a sleep dart.
Question mark.
It's a sleep dart. It's not gonna kill him.
Come in, close the door, knock him out,
Yeah.
kill him, something. I'm distracting him.
He's like, I will ask you one more time.
I have to
Old
speak
man.
up, Sonny.
I'm going to attempt to shoot him with a sleep dart, Kevin.
So so you're running into the building, or are you trying to shoot him from across the street in view of everybody?
I
Door
will
open?
follow. I will follow Vaskin.
I'd say no. Get out of here! I don't even know who you people are.
Oh boy.
He
Okay.
goes and puts his hand on Vask's shoulder. He's like, "Time for you to go."
And now I hold him.
Alright, so how the fuck does initiative work? Oh yeah, it's the popcorn thing, I believe. So Terra is gonna react. So So
So I would like to quietly fight him.
Mhm.
Well, tits. Well, there goes one arrows. One sleep dart.
it's like, oh.
I needed to get under a 9, and I got the lowest I got was a 12.
All right, so I think you go. I'm trying to remember, guys. Each 2d20 system is slightly different. Is this? I think.
Just make it up.
This one was the weird thing where it was all based off move.
But all of us have the exact same.
Or
move.
no, they're swiftly. That was it. The swiftly style. for
Yeah,
some
but we all
reason.
have the same score.
We all
for
have
that.
4.
So I will say, we'll just do the popcorn one then. So Katrina, who goes next?
I would say Vask.
All right. Well, since that missed, I'm just gonna punch him.
All right.
Kill him.
Now remember, you can do an easier punch that generates chaos because you are causing, more killing,
I
or
don't
you can
wanna-
do
I
the
don't want
subtle
to kill this guy.
Alright.
Just want to knock him out.
So slightly higher
That was
DC, but no chaos.
2d6 or sorry,
2d20.
20s. I have a stack of d6s in front of me as well.
And you can buy an extra d20s by giving me chaos. Oof, heartburn.
Sure. Get another chaos.
Yay, chaos.
Let's see. I'm just gonna deck him, so that would be 2 successes out of 3.
All right, he is decked. He just hit him. He's like, oh, and crumbles.
How could you miss? It was right there.
That was easy.
He's
I was
right
trying
in
not to
front of
shoot you.
He was right in front of you. You
I'm
missed.
sorry. You make a huge ass target. Would you have preferred to get hit in the ass with a sleep dart?
At this point, yeah, it wouldn't have hurt. Drag him to some corner and have him look like he's falling asleep on the job. All right, get the other one in here.
All right, I guess let's go sneak through the house.
Meanwhile, James is waiting outside the door. Eh.
I mean, we probably didn't lock the door. What's James doing?
I mean, I was going to attack him, but it seems like you guys got it under control. So I'm just going to come in and close the door.
As you are. What? So you're going to try sneaking then? So roll something sneak. Something dark side. I think it is probably move and
Move quietly.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll. I think I got a 1 and a 10. So
1 is 2 successes. So yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
Oh dang! I actually got 2 successes.
I'm so sneaky.
Got an 8 and a 4.
And Katrina?
1 second. My dice fell into my bowl. Give me a second.
Oh no, no, they look delicious.
Forbidden crackers.
Quietly and
Move.
Okay. Hey, I actually, because I have a specialty in stealth, I got 3 successes.
Nice.
So you're very stealthy. As you're going through the house, it is like got a little basement, 3 stories. Nice little house. As you're going, you do hear a teenager's kind of voice like, hold on.
Did
Sorry.
we get any momentum for that?
Maybe not. I don't know. Remember, it's that track thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so if you get complications and failures and stuff, it adds up to your track until someone notices you, I think. So actually they should probably anyway. Yeah, for those at home, we're trying to go by the rules, but it's like sometimes I forget because we're using the 2D Dishonored uses the 2D20 system from Undreamed. Great system. I love it. But each version of it, from like Conan, John Carter, Dishonored and stuff, are all slightly different from one another, which is cool because they adjust the system to fit the genre or the game itself. It's not like 5e where people just like carbon copies without change. But it also means that sometimes I get confused at which rules or which system, especially when I don't play them regularly. So if we are making mistakes with the rules, I'm sure you'll let us know down in the comments.
All I can think of is from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Why does the good die young, Grim? Sometimes I get confused.
Jay, so you're sneaking. You hear a teenage voice going like, Leon, where are you? I need my lunch, Leon. Oh, where's that lazy butler? It's like, gotta have to tell my daddy's not doing his job again.
Yeah,
Did you just say snap?
no.
Sleep. So is that Katrina saying you're gonna shoot with a sleep dart?
Yeah, as soon as this kid comes into view.
Yeah, you see a teenage girl just like, Leon, better not be sleeping on the job again. I'm gonna get that. He's gonna get fired if he keeps this up.
Yep.
He's letting strangers in the house.
She can't see you. You're like just shadows.
Yeah, I'm a shooter.
You left the inner doors open too.
I got 3 successes.
Yeah.
Does generate momentum.
How much?
A momentum.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you plan on killing.
No. And she has the fast asleep truth.
Yeah, she's just like, oh.
All right. And move that one
See,
to
it's
some other
easier.
corner.
Yep, you hit her in the head area.
It's easier when I don't have a gigantic Vask in the way.
Walked in.
So you have a sleeping teenager in the lobby or the front room
Nope.
lobby.
Grab her and just take her someplace else.
She's in a
Have her-
closet now.
There we go.
Pick her up like.
Get one of the hangers and
Just like put it in
Yeah,
her
she's-
shirt and hang
she's
her
just
up.
she's kind of like sleeping there now.
When you're ready, you can come out of the closet.
Yeah.
So you're walking through very stealthily, and you get up to to a second story area, and you see a dining room. You see a middle-aged man and middle-aged woman both sitting there eating some food, and like,
Good soup.
good soup. It's just the guys looking around. It's like, hold on, it's like, when does Nydia come back? I'm sure she's supposed to go get Leon. I really don't want to have to go and get my own dessert.
I'm
What's the
gonna
point of
assume he
hiring
doesn't see us.
now with your stealth scores? He's like, what's the point of hiring a servant if they're not around? I mean, maybe I should see if one of the people who rent from me want to work for a little reduction in rent. That'd be nice. Do them a favor. Oh, I guess we have to go get the dessert ourselves. You can go do it, honey. I'll eat. And the woman gets up. It's like, okay. It's like, married you, so I didn't have to do any of this.
All right. He's by himself. For the moment.
Gazpacho soup.
All right. Do we know they're sleep dark? Do we just knock him out?
I can.
I mean,
Okay.
Well, that's what I
grab
was
him.
wondering. Like, how are we taking this guy out now?
For now, unless somebody else speaks up first, just sleep dart it is.
Nah, sleep dart.
I have a momentum, so I'm gonna do a thing.
Go for it.
I have a talent where I spend 1 momentum and take careful aim, reducing the difficulty of the attack by 1.
Still gonna get 20s.
Okay, fuck you. I did not. I did get 2 successes though.
He's eating and it's just like, let's see where you hit him. I got a hit dice, so hit dice.
Please tell me that he just drops into his soup.
You hit him with his left leg. He's like, oh.
All right.
Oh,
And
That was easy.
now we wait for the other one to show up.
A few moments later, you see the woman walk out and put a pie down. She's like, reaches over, checks the pulse.
Damn, it's still alive.
Moves his head out. It's like, your narcolepsy is gonna just be the death of you one day. Sits down. You got
I
him in
guess
the
I'm
left leg.
shooting her too.
I guess.
Okay, so I got an 18, but I also got 2 successes because I rolled under my archery score.
Let's see.
I got an 18 and a 2.
You shoot her and she's like, oh.
That was definitely worth the insane amount of coin I spent.
Okay. And so what now? Do we just tie them all up and leave them in like the basement, the attic?
I'm down with that.
That's
Until we-
me.
Figure out what else to do with them.
Well, we only need his house for a little bit.
Mhm.
So, all right, I'll go and collect the peoples.
I'll help.
Start grabbing grab the butler over the shoulder, grab the daughter from the closet, carry
I
her
thought
by
you were
the
just gonna-
hanger.
Not gonna just leave her up there.
Guess we can
But-
leave her up there.
Put the butler in the closet. Just put everyone in the closet.
And then we just, just recover the closet. So it just looks like a wall. One little vent that's basically just a food dump.
So you basically shove everybody in the closet.
I don't know that we have to go that far.
I'm joking. No, we're gonna tie him up or whatever. Gotta go. Do we actually? There's gotta be something around here we can tie him up with.
I have climbing gear, which has rope.
We also have draperies and
Yeah.
tablecloths and sheets,
Yep. So,
BDSM gear, all the good stuff.
Stop.
What? Doesn't everyone
Well-
have some in the closet?
While they're dealing with that, I'm going to look around and see if I can find some stationery so that we can have the resources to write this letter to Lord, what's his nuts here?
You find you go and find a study where there's some stationery, some writing utensils, few papers and stuff that have the guy's name, signature. You also see the safe, typical stuff.
I want to try and get into the safe.
we're already here. This might as well try. We're gonna actually be here for a little bit. So
Yeah. What kind of safe is it? Is it like a
It's a
lockpick
combination.
safe?
It's a combination. They're all the same in the game. There's 3 big ass dials, and you just
Yep.
do they speak to you?
no. These tumblers are silent.
That's probably for the best.
Does anybody have any focus in lockpicking? Or safe cracking?
James does.
I have one for skull cracking.
Yeah, I have that.
Hey,
don't know
I
if he
found a
does or not.
safe.
Woo!
Yeah, and then I'm just looking for other valuables that are sitting out, I guess.
Yeah, you find about grand total if you're just searching the whole house. This isn't just pure coin. This will be actually let's see what James does when he does the safe.
Okay.
First.
Let's
That's
see.
fair.
Well, I got 1 success.
One success. It takes you a while. About like 20-30 minutes. So you finally get through it. Yeah. After a while you find the combination. It's like fuck. Okay.
2, 3, 4, of course.
Same combination of my luggage. So you find about 5,000 coin worth of stuff. That is like I said, combination of stuff you can hawk, actual coin, pieces of art, jewelry, all that stuff combined. Let's make it 6,000 so it's an even number to divide. I just remember back in my old day playing with groups of 3, and every time the number had 666, one player's like, can you do something about that? It's like, yep, you get less, everyone else gets more. It's like you don't even go to church, so fuck you. So yeah. So you got all that divided. Are you going to share any of that coin stuff you're going to be hawking with the gang, or are you just like they don't even know?
I mean, we do probably have to pay them at some point.
I mean, what am I gonna do with my share? So that could be.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services, Vask.
Also, I can just take things.
Yeah, but when have you ever like walked out of a restaurant without paying for your meal?
Why would I not? Why would I do that?
That's what you use fucking coin for.
Yeah, but I still have 300.
Never mind.
Yeah, just whatever. You guys take the extra 1,000 or whatever, and the rest of the 1,000 can be divided for right now amongst everyone, so that way they have no reason to leave. Figure that all out. And everyone is up top floor or whatever, away from windows, tied up,
Yeah.
except away from each other.
All right.
And I found the
Go.
stationery, right?
Mm-hmm. A couple hours later, the rest of the gang kind of starts showing up. Those who need to. The ladies take the stuff they need to start forging a few documents. Poisoner goes in the kitchen. She's like, why am I doing so much moving? You guys were supposed to be coming to me. Oh, it's hot and humid in here.
Yes, but the pay is fantastic. And I will give her a bit of the coin.
It's like, arthritis has died down ever so slightly.
I'm sure it has.
And she starts working on cooking some stuff. She's like, okay, so so I'm gonna make food. Nobody touch anything yet. It's not cooked. One person's like, oh, I think she's trying to poison us early. She's like, no, that's spices.
Spices? What the heck is that? Food's supposed to be bland.
Yeah.
My poor stomach.
You're supposed to taste it in its natural environment. You never really stood people who cook food and just like, nah, not gonna add shit to it.
We had growing up, we had like my grandma's chili was just shit. It was shit, is what it was. It was basically like spaghetti noodles with beans and meat, and that was it.
Oh, the Midwestern spaghetti. Yeah.
And it was gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's a Midwestern thing, I think. Yeah, I'm just glad my family is part Hawaiian. We like flavor.
Spam.
And
Oh yeah, that was
spices.
spam. All right, so your gang is getting there after several hours of forgery and stuff. One of the ladies that are part of the one gang is like, all right, so we have just dropped the invite into the mail, and we are saying that send the invite out to meet in 4 days. Well, we sent it and for him to RSVP for him to send back, so we know he's coming, and we're giving him about 4 days. So we should hear back within a day or so if he's coming, to make sure. We really spiced it up, saying a bunch of good stuff that we know about Lord Chrom from the people who used to work for him and stuff. So
Okay, so he's gonna RSVP in a few days and then be here a few days after that.
should be about, hopefully if he accepts and everything, it'll be 4 days.
Okay.
So we have 4 days to keep those 4 people
Okay, we can do that.
captured. Every time they wake up, hey. Yeah. So once we get the reply, be good to go. And with
Yeah.
that, we're in this session, and next session will be the confrontation possibly with Lord Chrom.
Yeah, where we are gonna try and poison him. And then if that fails, then we ambush and murk him.
Yes. So Alt will be able to finally kill somebody again.
Woo! Like I said, there will probably be a bunch of bodyguards.
Yep. Next week's gonna make up for all the lack of combat in the rest of the sessions.
Death.
I mean, granted, you did fight that tall boy, and that didn't work out as well.
I mean, it worked out for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fuck you. Somehow you're the dumbass that jumped on its back and are the only one that made it out of that fight without nearly
Yeah.
dying.
For those wondering about that fight, about 2-3 episodes ago, check it out. So,
Well,
thank you all.
He was above it and we were below it. That was the problem.
Yeah,
I landed in a sewer again.
Me too.
shitty. I gotta find a way to get you back in the sewer the next episode.
I climbed out with a broken arm.
So, thank you for joining us for this session of Dishonored. We will, if you're watching this, that means the following week would be our Baltimore by Night. There's only a few more sessions of this campaign left. We're not sure what's going to replace it, if anything, but we'll see. All depends on how one feels. Like I said, it's our relaxing near end of the week. We got past the hump day kind of session because we record this on Thursdays, even though it's published on Mondays. Time magic. Yeah, so hopefully you've been enjoying it and entertained. I know it's been quirky, weird, and sometimes very vulgar.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm not the one who introduced a golden dick clock.
Yes. Yes, you are. You are exactly the person that introduced the golden dick clock.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do that?
I don't know. I truly don't.
But yeah, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you have a good rest of your week. And we never really came up with great outros, so it's magically delicious.
Good enough.
No, no, absolutely not.